Give me a minute. I was too eager starting the stream. I forgot something. Almost done. Give me a minute. Almost done. Ha! There we go. Okay, that's what I forgot. The main thing we've all gathered around for. Okay, too bad for you. It's gonna block the chat. Let me see. Oh, fudge. After I set up the hotkey. Slideshow. Yeah. Okay. Okay, here we go. Look for Halloween! I am dressed as a working woman! Look at that. Yeah, for Halloween, I'm dressed as a working woman. Haha. Oh. Yeah, I'm dressed as a tipped worker. Horrifying, isn't it? I'm dressed as a minimum wage tipped worker. Okay. The vampires and the charlatans. Ora, salut, bonjour, guten morgen, salamat pagi, chash, namaste, ni hao, konnichiwa, Vietnamese greeting, annyeong, konnichiwa. Suzu! How is everybody doing today? Give me a minute. Wait, heck. Dude. Wait, the headphones is stuck. Wait. Give me a minute. Get away from hacking me. Tonight we don't need you to mute. Okay. Okay. No, I'm not trapped. No, I'm just sitting down where the full body tracking suit. It's just iPhone. Here. iPhone. And for hands, I use Ultra Leap. Something. I don't know. Something that management. But everybody in Gen 1, Gen 2 production Kai, okay? They don't need it back since they're, they didn't ask for it back since the company went down. What the heck are they going to use it for? They, as they said, exited the market. They exited the market. So, what are they going to use this for, So yeah, so I still have it. I still have I still have the what do you call it, Meta Quest? the meta quest, but VR makes me dizzy. Dude, yeah. I had exactly one VR chat meet and greet. And I felt, dude. Thank you to the 5 dudes who showed up to my VR chat meet and greet. And then, afterwards, I legit had to lie down and I stayed in bed for about an hour and a half to recover. I was so hecking sick. Okay. So I'm like, being unpopular has its benefits. Yeah. So thank goodness only 5 dudes were there. Pretty sure it was like, yeah, I think it was only 5 dudes. It could have been 3, but for some reason like 5 like sticks out in my mind. So yeah, like the 5 dudes, thank Fudge for that. It was only 5 dudes. Because dudes, if I had like, cause some of the other girls had like a bunch of people, and their meet and greets in VR chat was like only 3 dudes watching outside. Yeah, I fell off. But yeah, like some girls had like at least like an hour or so, you know. Not me. It was just 5 dudes. My little segment was over within like 30 minutes or so. You know, and I was out of hacking commission for like, again, like an hour and a half. Okay, because I felt so sick. And then the next time they wanted to do VR chat meet and greet was last year. Right? VR chat meet and greet, I told management, okay, 1, nobody's showing up to mine anyway. 2, like, please, I don't want to do it. I cannot. I'm gonna throw up. Okay, I can't. Okay, but then one of the managers heated was like, well, we can't really take you off of the roster because we can't really reject it because it's a company thing. But lo and behold, sure enough, they limited my meet and greet tickets to like 2D, not 2D, but like no, it was still in VR chat, but it was not like VR with the element and everything. Okay, yeah. So yeah, got out of it. Got out of it. Yeah. For my health. Yeah, so I still have the meta quest 2 that the company bought for me. But yeah. It's just collecting dust because I don't play VR games because I'm gonna throw up. Yeah. But that is not what we are here for. Today, I'm still feeling a little sick, but I think I can power through it. Yeah, today. Okay. Alright. Dudes, we have in the queue that was like finalized just before the stream started. 38 marshmallows. Oh, this being 3 months old. But it's okay. I will go through all of them. Okay. Alrighty. Got a lot of work done today, actually. I also
Here
have
comes my core fan!
Marco Harado, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's hacking. That's what I forgot to do. Okay, I was gonna change the prop because right now you can throw chocolate cake. That is like it's Halloween, so maybe I should change it to like a Halloween thing. See, I downloaded a few props here. I have a pumpkin. I don't know how big this is. I guess it's moderate. I guess it's okay. I guess that size is okay. Scale. Make it a little bigger. Right, left, bottom, okay, this is from, okay, alright, let's try this. Okay, maybe that's a little too big. Alright. Okay, it's not that big a deal, okay. Okay, let's save that. Okay, yeah! Oh, I know. Okay, two things before we start. Okay, I received in the mail. You got mail. Received in the mail. One of my birthday merchandise products. Yeah. Brave Group sent it to me. Okay, so I have 2 out of the 3 products. Okay, yeah, so I have it today. Have the second today. Don't have the third yet. Somebody did ask where it's gonna be shipped from. Okay. I saw a preview because you know they make like a mock website. You'll be able to buy this on like Brave Group's website. Okay, so that's where you'll be able to buy it from. So they showed me like a mock of like what the website will look like, the sales page will look like. It says on the sales page that it will be shipped from the US. Okay, I will specifically ask if that is true. But the mock page they showed me says that everything will be shipped from the US, okay? Alright. But I will, after this stream, I will go into our Discord group chat and ask. Okay? Yeah, I'll ask. I also have like a couple of questions that people will probably be asking once the merchandise comes out. But I remember somebody asked if I knew where it was going to be shipped from. Okay, the mock website did say that it's going to be shipped from the US. And in case you were like, let's say you were like a V4 Mirai fan, you won't be able to like combine like V4 Mirai merch with Charlotte Suzu birthday merch. Okay, it's like it's going to be like a separate order. Okay, like you can't have like V4 Mirai merch and like Chroma shift merch together. Okay, it's separate, along with like Charlotte Suzu merch. Okay, so that's what I know. Okay, yeah. Dennis M, baby. Let me see. Let me pull this up. I don't know what the message said. Dennis M, thank you for the stream elements donation. Thank you. What else? Oh yeah. I think I'm going to take on this big project. I think it is VTuber related. It's a lot of work. But I saw like in the back of my mind, I was always like, ha! I want this. But then something came on my recommendations. If you a few days ago, and I'm like I saw something from some Korean VTubers, and I was like, man, I can do that. So I think I will try to do this. Anyway, you mentioned being in a couple of upcoming things. Have those been announced yet? Not yet. Not yet. Yeah. But this thing involves other people, so I was like, I dropped the link to this thing, and I was like, man, I could do that. I could do that. This is not difficult, parentheses, for me at least. I could do that. It's not difficult for me at least. Wouldn't this be nice someday to do this? So yeah. Okay. Anyways. At least will get me off of my lazy butt. Working on something. Something that's kind of a little bit work intensive. But as long as I'm not terrible. As long as I don't do a poopy job. Okay. Okay, there's a lot of planning into this thing. Okay, but if I'm this is a little poopy, I will not embarrass myself nor the people I'm working with. So I'll just be sorry, I can't do it after all. Okay, I refuse to embarrass. Okay, it's one thing if I embarrass myself, but if there's other people involved, no. We're not gonna be out there embarrassing other people, okay? I can be the laughing stock of the internet, but cannot drag other people down to my basement level, okay? Anyways, so that's coming up. Cause yeah, I really want to do this thing. I think it would be cool, and it is in my skill set to do it. Okay, now is it in my skill set to do it well? That's debatable. But it's in my skill set to do it. Okay, and it can at least be as good as what the Korean VTubers I saw put out, so yeah. But if I do this thing, it's not gonna be revealed till next year. Okay. Okay. But at least if I start soon, I have plenty of time to work on it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, next year. Yeah. I mean, we could rush it, but I don't wanna rush it. Yeah. Because it would be me doing 90% of the work. Yeah, it'd be me doing 90% of the work, but I think the end result would be pretty cool. Yeah. I just don't want to do it just for me by myself. Okay, I want to include a few other girls. Yeah. Okay. So we have things cooking. Yeah, we have things cooking. What? I'm surprised the camera couldn't see my hands because the microphone is in the way. Okay, I moved the microphone down so I'm not the microphone isn't blocking my hand too much. Okay. Marshmallows! We have 38 of them! 38 of them! Okay. Alrighty. Where is the slideshow? Here we go. Alrighty. No, this is center vertically. Okay. First question. 3, 2, 1. With the 3. Other 3, 2. What? Okay, why is it? Dude, the hacking ultra leap sometimes like makes me like why all these hacking like hand trackers or whatever? It makes me like flip of a bird. Like, I'm holding up an index finger. What? Okay, here we go. Okay. 1. Okay. Alright. A little while back, I was watching an Australian panel show, and while they were discussing the British royal family, I heard them mention Fergie a couple of times. I was stunned. Fergie is from Black Eyed Peas and part of the royal family? Did she marry into it like Meghan Markle did? But why? Was one of the princes unable to withstand the allure of her song My Humps? Which is it? Which one is it? Oh! Gosh! Is that why she made that song? How come every time you come around my London Bridge wanna go down? That makes sense. Why else would she reference the London Bridge in her song while being American? Turns out, no, it's just some other person named Sarah Ferguson who's also nicknamed Fergie. So this was pointless. Okay. I'm very happy for Miss Sarah Ferguson. I don't know anything about hacking royal family. Princess, is she a princess or duchess? I don't know, okay? I don't know. Wait, if there's like a queen and king of England, right? Does that mean England is not a democracy? Do we need to come over there and slap them with democracy? Do we need to bully them? It's complicated, but yes, we should. You know how like we bully everybody into democracy? Do we need to do that to England? It's a democracy. The king doesn't actually do anything. Why is he there? Why is he the king? It's a constitutional monarchy. Technically, the monarch could intervene at any time, but won't. That's like saying, oh, this person could press this big red button to blow up the entire world, but don't worry, he won't. Well, because he's a coward. Okay, well, what if they like raise a not coward, and that person, the not coward, ascends to the throne? Now you're in trouble. Well, good luck to you dudes. Hope that works out for you. Okay. In question 3, 2, Update. Drake's lawsuit against UNG and Kendrick was rejected. The lawsuit was about Drake saying UNG was unfairly raising the streaming numbers of Kendrick for the diss tracks, and that Kendrick was engaging in defamation. Would it not be better if Drake just moved on? Isn't he like making it worse by like mentioning it and like suing dudes and whatnot? What do I know? What do I know? Drake wants to tell his truth. Okay. In question 3, 2, 1. Drake's truth is wrong. Can you come over for your place for Friendsgiving? We can bring our own plates and cutlery since you don't have enough for us. No, okay. I just use plastic fork and plastic spoon for everything. Right, I got a 500 like thing. It's like 500 like white plastic forks, white plastic spoons. Just a 500 pack, so there's enough for everybody. Only 3 dudes watch me. So yeah, so that way I don't have to wash like utensils anymore. I just eat everything with a plastic fork and eat everything with plastic, like not plastic, like a bowl. And it's like some cheap $1 bowl from Target, okay? Okay. You've moved away from bowls? Fudge, no. I eat everything out of a bowl. Dude, that's not gonna change, okay? I don't like things on plates. I don't like things on plates. I like balls because with the bowl, okay, with the bowl, you can. It's like all comfy, right? It's like contained. Right, it's contained. Wish my other hacking hand was visible. Oh, what are you gonna do, I guess? Okay, wish I had 2 hands! Wish I had 2 hands! Okay. So, it's all like nice and contained and compact, right? Right? So, whatever. Okay. So, I like balls. Yeah, I like balls. I do not have trauma related to plates. I just like balls. I eat everything out of a bowl. Maria. New question 3, 2, 1. Who is managing the Onya.live website? Not me. I don't need to be rude. You're all very busy, but it appears neglected. It is not me, but I know there is an update for my birthday. So if you want to yell about website, do not yell at me. But I'm also of the opinion that, okay, yeah, we have website. I'm sorry, are you dudes actually going there? I did not think anybody cared. I also saw that you were listed as the wise dhampir of the group. It's not me. Honest to goodness, it's not me. Because I would not have described myself in such a way. Here comes my core fan! Let go my ego! Thank you for the super chat. You love what? I love candy. And cashew milk vegan ice cream. How do you describe yourself? I don't know, it's just some girl they picked off the street and told her to stream. Yeah, I do not describe myself as the wise dhampir. That is not my writing. I'm like, weird girl in the corner who doesn't say anything. Okay? That's me of the group. Weird girl in the corner who doesn't say anything. Who is on her phone because she wants to avoid as much interaction with people as possible. Now I'm mentioning that she's a gamer. Okay. In that case, perhaps I should put in a notice. Hey, can you update this to say I am the gamer of the group? Yeah. Okay. New question 3, 2, 1. What did Bumblebee ever do to you? Be not cute. I also don't like Diggersby. Like Diggersby is like really Ting Salon. I don't like Diggersby. And so by extension, I do not like Bumblebee. Okay, sorry. I just don't. I don't like. Okay, I don't like Diggersby. I don't like Diggersby. Okay, it's just okay. It's like this stereotype of like a stereotype of like a large plumber man, but in Pokemon form. Okay. Like, are large plumber men not offended by this portrayal of their people? Look at it! I do not pull up a picture because, you know, I want to, like, keep this stream kind of cute. Okay? But look at it! Do you not feel disrespected? So, yeah, I don't like Bumblebee. Which is worse for you, Bumblebee or Bidoof? Bidoof. Actually, Bidoof. I do not like Captain Bidoof. And there's like a couple Pokemon that just like their existence just like makes me like super aggressive and like. Yeah, I just don't like Bidoof. Why the Bidoof hate? I just don't like it. I don't like Bidoof. I don't like Bibarel. Don't like it. Okay. New question 3, 2, 1. Proud of you for continuing to push your own boundaries and get outside your comfort zone. Do I feel like this is misattributed. You really do make every day better. Thank you. And I feel like I have not pushed myself outside the comfort zone. Not really. Okay. New question 3, 2, 1. You're gonna have a watch along with Oni-chans and watch the movie Alien. I think Golden Boy's great-grandfather played a major role in the movie. we've already watched that. Like, I'm pretty sure we watched Alien. I'm trying to find the thumbnail. I don't see the thumbnail, but yeah. I'm pretty darn sure we watched that. Let me go to YouTube channel. Let me find Alien. Okay, not Alien Isolation. Live. Maybe they did it for a horror movie watch along. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, whatever. But yeah, I'm like Captain 90% sure we actually already did that. Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm like pretty sure we already watched this actually. For like members only stream. Alrighty. Where is this marshmallow? Here we go. Okay. Marshmallows collecting dust? No, this was something that came in like today or like recently. This is like, that was like near the top of the pile. New question. 3, 2, 1. Isha, I remember that you stated in the past you were intimidated by games that would take weeks to finish on stream, but I wanted to ask what exactly attracts you into trying a new game or a series? If it's something like I know is for certain right up my alley. Yeah. Like Final Fantasy 9. I know that was like up my alley and something I've actually always wanted to play for years, but I just never got around to it. Yeah. And since I don't have like a management complaining about numbers, I am more willing to stream that. Yeah. What exactly attracts me? I just say vibes. And if you are curious enough, would you play a game for its soundtrack? No, not really. Unless it was like a music-based game. Not really. Like, if the music is good, like, I don't know. I would prefer, like, what really sells me on a game is if I see the gameplay is fun. Or if I like the visuals. Yeah, I like the visuals. Not necessarily the music. The music being good and memorable, like Expedition 33. The music being good and memorable is like a plus. But it's not like what sells me to play or try out the game. Reading question 3, 2, 1. Would you consider using Throne to let us buy Golden Boy and iPhone Note? Cause Golden Boy can just use this iPhone right here that I'm using right heckin' now. Like it's still operational. Has a couple of bugs or whatever, but it's still operational. And I'm using it until like the screen is no longer lighting up. But that's your working phone. No, I don't use iPhone. iPhone is like specifically for VTubing. My actual main phone is an Android. Like my actual phone. The iPhone, like it has legit no phone number attached. It's literally just a brick. Okay, just a Wi-Fi brick. Okay, has no phone number attached to it. Has no personal information. Okay, you can't call it. Okay, it's literally just used for VTubing only. It only has like a few apps. Golden Boy can just use it. What is he gonna do? Like, what is he gonna do with the hacking iPhone? Do you have a girlfriend? I don't think so, cause he acts like he hates other cats, so. Okay. Question 3, 2, 1. When you're gonna make videos playing an instrument like a piano, I don't know how to play piano. I have like a few months violin experience, and that is it. And post pictures of yourself cosplaying and becoming the piano of video. I cannot play the piano. Like, where should you get that from? I don't play the piano. I have a few months violin experience, and that is it. And I do not have violin. The violin was rented as part of my 6th grade class. So I've not touched the violin since I was in the 6th grade. Moto is too immersion conscious to post cosplay pictures. What do you mean? I'm cosplaying right now as a minimum wage tipped worker. Horrible, isn't it? Just in time for Halloween. Cosplaying right now as a minimum wage tipped worker. In question 3, 2, 1. I was watching your Final Fantasy 9 and Pokemon streams recently. Really liked all the different voices you came up with for each character. Out of all those voices, which is your favorite to do? Perhaps biased, but because I like Kina, I like to do stupid nerd voice. Stupid nerd voice like this. I just like, oh my gosh, wait, you know what this reminds me of? Okay, it was super unintentional. Okay, this might be too old for some of you dudes. And plus it's like a girl's show, so you may not know what the fudge I'm talking about. Okay, you know what that voice reminds me of? You know what that reminds me of? The older folks in the audience. But again, even you dudes may not know this because it was kind of a girls' show. It was marketed towards girls. Do you know this old cartoon on Nickelodeon called As Told by Ginger? Okay, doesn't that sound kind of like in the same neighborhood as the character Macy? Yeah, the friend! The nerd girl! Yeah, the nerdy girl, cause she always like breathes a little bit like this, like that. When she like breathes when she speaks, as if though everybody doesn't breathe when they speak. But yeah, the I'm a little sealed. Oh my gosh. I thought it was so okay. That's some childhood cringe there. Okay, I didn't like. Okay, okay, sometimes there are some things that are so cringe that I cannot enjoy it. That is one of the things I'm like... Yeah. Can't be too cringe, then I cannot bring myself to enjoy it. Which is the most difficult for you? Like... Speaking all the way down here, yeah. Okay, yeah, like doing that actually, like, after a stream, then I can't talk for a while. Because I have to rest my voice. I mean, I do it for the sake of the performance. But it's actually kind of taxing on my voice after a while. And those streams typically were like 4, 5, 6 hours, okay? So that is like the most difficult. Anyways, I've been really having fun watching your streams lately. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. In question 3, 2, 1. I got an idea for a donation alert that I wish I thought of before the recent member stream. Remember the rock, paper, scissors streams you did a long time ago? If it's possible to randomize the alerts. I still haven't figured that out. If I could randomize the alerts, I would like to do that. Can I have one that plays a random animation displaying either rock, paper, or scissors? Here's a thought that popped into my head the following day. I still would like to get some new alerts, but as I said yesterday, the state has clapped me for VTubing without a license. And so, okay, let me just spoil the plans. This was my plan. Guys, okay, since putting up donation bar, and we have a generous buyer of the therapy tier this month, I was like, okay. And also I got paid from day job on Thursday. Right? I was like, okay, this is enough for rent. I can pay the rent early, and if I pay the rent right now, I am like, yeah, I don't have to pay rent again until like the end of January. Right? So I was like, I can be like super far ahead in rent, and literally every dollar I earn for the rest of the year, I was going to commission outfit designer for summer outfit, and then contact 3D modeler for 3D summer outfit to debut for next year. That was legit. I was like, okay, so now after this, all the membership money, all my day job money, all donations literally will pay for that, right? That is legit what I was going to do. I was like, okay, rent for the rest of the year is paid off. So every dollar after that, from day job, from VTubing, all of it goes towards this summer 3D model that I've been wanting all heckin' year this year. I really wanted it this year, but don't have money like that. But I was like, oh, I have money like that. Okay. Let me just take care of the most important bill. Okay, now I have no more major bills for the rest of the year. Now I can get my summer outfit. But then the state clapped me for VTubing without a license. And they were like, yeah, give us $1,200, please. And so I'm like, well, okay. Well, okay. So that's where your money went. Okay, it went to my vtubing license. Rather than to vtuber new outfit. Okay. So I'm like super salty. Yeah, I paid it off yesterday. They took the money out of my bank account this morning. Yeah. I did get surprise money. I did get surprise money this morning. Market sent me some money. Thank you, dudes, for buying like hoodies and t-shirts and like mouse mat, yeah. So yeah, Market sent me like $130. So yeah. You just have to ask for $5 240 times, no big deal. I don't think 240 people watch me. There are only like 3 dudes at any given point in time. My CCV is 3 dudes. Okay. Let's see. But yeah, the donation alerts is still something I want. But you know, now we're back to being broke. So yeah. Okay. I was about to say new outfit and new marshmallow, new question. 3, 2, 1. Why are you so fudging, adorable, and cute? I don't know, my guy. That's just my face. Oh wait, I don't have a tongue sticking out on this model. Wait, I can do this. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't have the face tracking on this model is different from the previous two, cause I'd have to commission a person to have like the built-in iPhone AR kit face tracking. Yeah, I'd have to commission a person. They could probably just go to the person who did the first two. But that's like, do I want to cough up another $100 right now for that? Not really. So I don't have the phone doesn't read me as like sticking out my tongue automatically. It has to be set as a toggle. Yeah. Which I don't have set up right now. I'd have to make the toggle myself later. Where is this? Here we go. New question. 3, 2, 1. Has Golden Boy met the spider roommate yet? The spider is dead. I'm sure of it. Okay, I've not seen that thing in like years at this point. Unless you're talking about like the new spider. Remember there's like a spider here. Right here on the desk like a month or so ago. That one is definitely dead because it died by my hand. By my own hand. Yeah, I admit it's demised by my own hand. This hand here. This hand, this This is the hand of justice. Right here! It's the hand of justice. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with it. Question 3, 2, 1. I just burned 6 hours on the stack. Screw. See, this is old. This is like the oldest marshmallow. From like 3 months ago when I made Stackland's video. Chickens and omelets are OP as heck. Hope your Sunday is going well. It went well. I am certain of it. From 3 months ago. Glad you enjoy the game. Stacklands is super fun. Many hours wasted. Nah, it's not wasted if it's fun. Many hours spent. Many hours spent. In question 3, 2, 1. Do you really want all of us to start calling you our dear sweet Imoto? Who said that? I didn't say that. What? Nobody said that. I didn't say that. You did during the VN stream? I don't remember that stream. Anyways! Next question, 3, 2, 1. We have to advise you that your gamer outfit is too powerful. It's so cute that I feel myself getting pulled into a parasocial black hole, and I have to force myself to exit the stream. Skill issue, my guy. Please stop using it so I can watch you more often. Thanks. Skill issue, my guy. Besides, today I am cosplaying in the spirit of Halloween. A minimum wage tipped worker. New question. 3, 2, 1. If you want to pet stray cat, oh no, I don't pet stray cat. That's dangerous. That's asking to get your hand bitten and then it gets infected and they have to amputate. Or a friend's cat. Dude, the last time I was at a friend's house was like literally like heckin' like legit like heckin' like 4 years ago or something. What friend's house? Friend's cat. Will Golden Boy react if he smells the scent of another cat on you? I don't know. In the shelter, okay, the shelter. Picture this. He's in his cage, right? He comes to the front of the cage because I'm there, the worker is there, right? And we're like trying to like interact with him. He then turns, right? He then turns this way. And there's another cat. Like an even younger cat. Okay, this was like a kitten. This cat was like definitely like no older than a year old, okay? It's a really small cat. He turns to this cat. This cat who's like all super friendly, but I believe the cat was already adopted. It's literally just Golden Boy and like one other cat who was available. Golden Boy just looks at us, me and the worker. Turns. This other cat who's to his left looks at him. They stare for about 2 seconds. This kitten and Golden Boy. Golden Boy then goes This kitten did nothing. Okay. This poor kitten did nothing. The kitten was just like running around in the cage playing. Saying hi because people were there now. See, Golden Boy, because they're like on the same level, right? Their cages are on the same level. Kitten looks at Golden Boy. Golden Boy looks at Kitten and hisses. The worker literally said, "You don't have any other cats, do you?" Okay, because even she knew. Yeah, yeah, maybe he will not get along with other cats. Okay. Alright. So, I don't know how Golden Boy would react. I'm scratching my cheek. Do you see it? I don't know how Golden Boy would react, but probably not well. Also, I don't really get to encounter random other cats. So I don't truly know how he would react. New question 3, 2, 1. Has Golden Boy damaged or made a mess of anything? Not really. Not really. Is Golden Boy still illegal in your house? Yes. I don't want to pay the pet rent. I don't want to pay the pet rent, sorry. It would be like an additional $35 a month. Sorry. Golden Boy is undocumented. Yeah, I don't want to pay $35 a month extra in rent, in pet rent. So he remains undocumented. It has been months. Why have you gotten away with it for so long? Because I don't advertise to landlady that. Yeah, I have pet. I have pet. Also, I don't have anybody over. I don't have like noise complaints. I don't have parties. So yeah. Yeah. I don't draw attention to myself. I just live quietly. So they have no reason to come into my apartment, you know, for any reason really. People don't mind the meow alarm. Okay, yeah, I don't think his meow is like so loud that it seeps through the walls, you know. Like me screaming and yelling is more likely to seep through the walls over his meowing. New question 3, 2, 1. Beedrill, after it evolves. I just got the idea for a new move, pin missile. Boys! The Heracross you received moments earlier who already knows pin missile. Bruh. Yeah, dude. I think the wording on these in this game is funny. Because it's like the Pokemon levels up or evolves or something, and they're like, Beedrill just thought of a new move. Beedrill just came up with this new idea. As if the Beedrill has invented that and no other Pokemon knew this before Beedrill. Alrighty, question 3, 2, 1. Guac or ribbit? Guac. Guac is more fun to say, but be careful, you may invoke the one Twitter AI or whatever the fudge that is. Like, at Grok, is this true or something? I don't know. And then like frogs. Frogs are so scary. Frogs are so scary, dude. Out in the country. Out in the country. When I would visit my grandma, let's say if we came home at night, sometimes there would be frogs on her, on the side door. It was terrible. At night you can hear at night you could hear all the crickets and the frogs and stuff. And there would be sometimes frogs on the door. There's a screen door, and then there's the main door, right? Also like that, if you go across the street from my grandma's house, there's also my great-grandmother's house. Both of these houses, okay? Never return home after the sun has gone down. Because for sure, there will be frogs. There will be frogs on the screen door. And I was always terrified of that. It was just so... So, I have to make somebody else go first. Alright. Question 3, 2, 1. Hello, Imoto. I'd like to ask this for your opinion as a streamer. I oftentimes feel like I can be annoying to people that I watch. If I have not said anything, if I have not bonked you, you're probably not being annoying. Maybe I comment too much, too many of their posts. Nah. Chat a little too often in live chat. Nah. As long as you're not saying anything sussy or super aggressive, is every message of yours super heckin' aggressive? No. Are you chill? I don't think anybody's annoyed. You know it's not to the point where most would consider spam, and they've never been called out for poor behavior or anything like that, then you are good. You are good. Example? Okay, let me give you example! I believe I talked about this before. There was somebody who watched, production kawaii girls, and also he wasn't a regular in my stream, but every now and then I see him in my stream. Watch production kawaii girls, watch prison project girls, right? And one time I was watching Rita Kamishiro, and I noticed this chatter. And he was so nice in Rita's stream, so chill, so nice. But I'm like, he's so nice to Rita, which I'm glad about. help but notice that every heckin' time he was like in a kawaii girl stream, he was like, "Hey! How the heck are ya? Haha, you're so bad at that game! Wow, you suck at this! You call that a song cover?" So he was always like playfully aggressive, right? It's like a really mean comment, but wrapped up in a way where it was like, haha, just kidding, right? And he would be like this, act like this, like again, like insult the VTuber, but do it in a way where it's like you could play it off like, haha, just kidding. Like it's like a mean comment, but like, I'm just joking around. It's just a little banter. But like literally, he would act like this in like every kawaii stream. Okay? At least every kawaii stream that I saw. But he was like so nice to heckin' read that. And I'm like, interesting. And see, it's not just me. Now, I never banned him in my chat, right? Because perhaps I put up with some things, right? I just ignore. Whatever. I want to think he was not actually being like aggressive, but some other people don't like that, you know? Right? Enough to the point where I would say at least 3 other kawaii girls were like, Yup, I have him muted on my chat. I have him perma-muted on my chat because, again, every other hacking comment is actually like an insult. But it's like, well, you just banter, you know? Right? Again, so it's like 3 other kawaii girls, not me. 3 other kawaii girls had this dude perma-muted for this behavior. That's what I mean by like aggressive. Okay? And every comment is like aggressive. Okay? There have been people like that. Okay? Where every fledgling comment is like a criticism or something like an insult. And again, perhaps I shouldn't, but sometimes I'm like, it's whatever. I just leave it. However, the minute you make fellow kawaii girl feel bad about herself, then comes the permamute. Okay? Then comes the permamute. Yeah. Okay. There was I once commented about, like, I once said something that management was like wanting to get my like CCV or donations up or something like that. And he was talking about how they by the end of like 2024, this was last year, by the end of 2024, they wanted me to have like 150 something like that, like CCV steady, you know, on average 150 CCV, and then bring in this amount of donations per month or something like that, right? And they had like this plan or whatever, right? And somebody was like, well, that's never happening. Okay. I'm like, well, dang! However, I did not ban or mute them then. However, they did the same thing to Yuno Hanaki, am I right? Okay? And I love Yuno. Like, a few months later, she told me, oh yeah, that person made, like, I was also talking about, like, management's plan to, like, get CCV up or whatever. And, like, yeah, they wanted me, yeah, her goal is essentially to grow her channel, get more viewership. She was also talking about that, and she said, yeah, he was in my chat, and he said that too, and it made me feel really bad. That is the line for me! That is the line! That is the line! Then I went and I permamuted him. Even though he was like a long time regular. That is the line. You can try to make me feel bad, but if you make Yuno Hacken feel bad, then I must be the hand of justice. I must be the hand of justice. Camera, I'm trying to do the grabby hands! Don't ruin this for me! There we go. Trying to be intimidating. The hand of justice. But yeah, if you like have not been bonged, have not been like subtweeted, you're good. Okay, do not worry, okay? Do not worry. Do not worry. That being said, what I'd like to ask is if you have a fan who's maybe a little over enthusiastic about your content. I don't think there's anybody like any regular at least who I felt like, that's a little too much. NCR, thank you for 35 months membership. Is that something that bothers / annoys you? It does not. Or is it endearing to know that someone is interested in what you put out? It is endearing. I appreciate it, okay? She doesn't mean it when she calls us cringe. No, I don't mean it. Sometimes, it depends. But from the day to day, I think you're good, okay? I don't know who you are. Like, submissions are anonymous, okay? So I can't tell you like if you think this about yourself, if you're being annoying. I don't have like the insight to like I know who this is. Okay, so nobody comes to mind when I'm thinking like, who's like a little overbearing? Nah. Yeah. Like, oh, who's a little overzealous? Nah, nobody comes to mind. Okay? So I think that you are good. Trying to do thumbs up! Okay. Low-key, I would like... You know what I would like? Low-key, I would like to buy a Stretch Sense. But, I saw that Stretch Sense only tracks fingers and not like the hand movement. Which I'm like... See, this Elite Motion tracks the hand placement as well. Right? I can move my hand left, right, up, down. And like, it knows where my hand is being positioned in the world. Plus, you know, it attempts to track my fingers. But, Stretch Sense apparently only tracks the fingers, so it wouldn't track where if I'm like moving my hand up and down. Which I'm like... nuts. I also had to buy it. I mean, I can't buy it any heck anymore. It's $800 and... where did my money go? To the state! For my VTuber license. Okay. Question 3, 2, 1. You're so cute. Would you consider playing retro games for us? Can I ask, why is retro blurred out like this? Like it's a slur. It's retro. What is there something wrong with retro games? Why the fudge? What is this? I've already played a retro game. It's called Final Fantasy IX. Calling games retro is ageism. Well, I played Final Fantasy IX. Just finished that up last week. So if you want that is retro game, I guess. Calling Final Fantasy IX retro? Is it not retro? We mean, oh, is Final Fantasy IX not retro? Does the Marl censor retro for some reason? No! No. Like, the Marshmallow website wouldn't censor a word like that. Because inherently it's a Japanese website, and two, if it looks at it and thinks it's like a toxic marshmallow, it like flags it. Okay? Yeah, it would just flag it and say, hey, this may be a toxic marshmallow. Like a hate marshmallow or something. And even if it gets flagged for being like a hate message, it shows me like what was written. It doesn't like hide anything. Alrighty. Question 3, 2, 1. Since we have some new Pokemon since the original tier list, any chance we could get a tier list of them? Maybe. I'll think about this. Okay. Question 3, 2, 1. Watching Nene stream talking about plays she watched about the anime orb when making this marshmallow. When are we gonna get the stage play for Ionia? What Japanese actress would you like to play Charlotte Suzu? And who would be a good fit to play the other girls? I can't answer this because I don't really know any Japanese live action actors, so unfortunately this is more like a Nene question. I don't know any Japanese actors really. Okay. Question 3, 2, 1. You've come to share the news. I've started therapy. Good for you. I've explained to my therapist how VTubers are one of my regular activities, and I had to pause to ask, do you know what a VTuber is? And she was like, oh yeah! So this is gonna be easy. We love... Okay, you should have asked her! Oh, she is! Who she watched? Dude, ask the therapist what VTubers she's familiar with, okay? Just out of curiosity. Come on now, come on. That's legit what I would do! What the fudge? Dude, just ask who she watches, who she's familiar with. I died from my own cringe if I ask someone who the Roshi is. Why? I just want... No Sharizu patient doctor confidentiality. Friendship! Just ask, okay? It's alright. She's probably not gonna have like some obscure pick, okay? Okay, it's probably gonna be like something. Oh yeah, sure, understandable. Like it's like a super big VTuber, okay? So she's not gonna say like, oh yeah, I'm a Charlotte Suzu fan. Okay, no. Yeah, let's just ask. Okay. Question 3, 2, 1. What are the possibilities? Mama Suzu and her old man friend were watching you getting destroyed at Wheel of Fortune while trying to give you the answers. I don't know. The old man friend just likes watching wrestling or something, okay? Alright. My mother is probably just watching me on her iPad or something. I bought her an iPad for Christmas, like heckin' like 10 years ago, and she still uses that same 10-year-old iPad. Yeah. She's like, don't need a new one. Yeah, it still works. I mean, it has problems, but it still works. So yeah, she just like watches stuff on her iPad. So she's probably just watching me on the iPad. Okay, the old man friend just likes wrestling. Okay. Have you finally accepted the superiority of the one and only Ayla-sama? In Wheel of Fortune, maybe? Everybody has their strengths. America's king, yes, that no American won. All the Americans lost to a non-American. In question 3, 2, 1. Let's talk about cats, shall we? What's your favorite breed? Cat is cat. Have no favorite breed. Cat is cat. Would you adopt a second cat if the opportunity was given? See this child up here. See this... Okay, whatever. See this child up here. I don't know. I just want Golden Boy to be relaxed, you know? When I first got him, he was like 12 pounds, but I guess now that he feels safe, he stuffs his face. Okay, so I don't want to stress him out. So now he's almost 17 pounds. How's his diet going? Still like 16.5 pounds or so. He's the opposite of a stress eater, yeah. He didn't eat much when in the shelter. But once he got like settled in here, now he's like, okay, I'm safe. Let me stuff my face. As a cat veteran, can you provide some advice for someone who's considering getting their first feline companion? Assume that it'll take at least 2 weeks for the cat to warm up to you if it's a cat who is like a little skittish, a little timid. The cat probably will not remain timid forever, but the first month may be a little rough. Like, Golden Boy was considered a timid cat, and he was returned because the last family that adopted Golden Boy returned him after a week because he was not the kind of cat who like immediately warmed up. Yeah, it will sometimes take longer than a heckin' week, okay? So just be mindful of that. Just give the child time. Okay, we are on the last 10 marshmallows. In question 3, 2, 1. Can we see more Charles? Yeah, I'm right here! Okay, yeah, I don't know what happened. Here we go. Why does the have so much aura? Cause you need that to be election campaign manager, yeah. Next question, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna put motion capture on Golden Boy so we can have Golden Boy in 3D. No. So we can see Golden Boy swipe at you, step on you, or watch Golden Boy go to supervise you when you head to idle meeting. No, it's specifically like shower. The shower triggers him. When they turn on the shower, he's like, nope, okay, yeah, gotta be here for this. Make sure she doesn't die. Okay, it's specifically the shower. Shower. He has to like be there. So he's just looking out for you, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. I turn on the shower again. The shower, he then comes into the bathroom and like sits on the toilet. Yeah, he sits on the toilet and just stays there until I leave the bathroom. Until I'm done. Rating question 3, 2, 1. Who do you think is gonna win the World Series? Let's go Blue Jays. Who's playing? The Blue Jays and who else? Who's playing? Blue Jays versus the Dodgers, the LA Dodgers. Where are the Blue Jays from? So it's Los Angeles versus... Where are the Blue Jays from? Toronto? Wait, they have Canadian teams? In MLB? I didn't know that. I thought it was an American thing only. Oh, just the one? Really? Does no other province in Canada want to get their well, Toronto is a city, not a province, but you know what I mean. Does no other like province or city in Canada want to participate in baseball, or they're too invested in hockey, I guess. Just Toronto. There used to be a Montreal a while back. What about Saskatchewan? The Saskatchewan Pines. The Yukon Bears. Yukon! It's province in Canada, I know. So who's gonna win? The Yukon Bears. Okay, I don't fucking know. I don't know, cause I'm like... See, I would just be biased if I like rooted for the American team, or it's just US versus Canada. I would root for the Yukon Bears. Or the Saskatchewan Pines, but if we were like Toronto Blue Jays, what the fudge is in Toronto? Never been to Toronto. I've been to Quebec City. Been to Quebec City though. I was in Canada once. I was in Quebec. What's the score right now? Did they play already? What is the score? Despite the name World Series, the only baseball teams are mostly US other than Canadian Blue Jays. You'd think they'd invite other leagues from Japan, South Korea, Mexico, etc., but they haven't. Dude, Japan is like huge on baseball. Like, dude, isn't like everybody obsessed? Even like Japanese people are obsessed with like Shohei Ohtani. Like, that's legit like the only baseball player's name I know. Only because Japanese people are obsessed with Shohei Ohtani and baseball in general. So they're like, that's our representative! That's our representative! Right. He's playing for American team, that's our representative! That's our sport! The series is tied 2-2 so far. Fudge, so I have to make a decision. Okay, this is my reasoning. It's not cause American, right? Okay, I think the LA Dodgers will win because we have the entirety of America. Because the Americans are just not gonna root for Canada, right? Canadians are just not gonna root for American team, right? So, we're evenly split. We got Canada, we have US, right? However, but because people, like Japanese people are obsessed with baseball and Shohei Ohtani, we now have Japan with the steel chair. That will be the third party ally, and with the strength of the Japanese fan base, LA Dodgers will win. There we go. That's my logic. Okay, I do not care who wins. I do not care about baseball. But that is my logic. It is sound and airtight. Alrighty. I'm rooting for the Blue Jays because Dodgers already won the World Series. Time for new winners. Yeah, I like rooting for underdog as well. Alrighty, new question. 3, 2, 1. Did you buy your birthday potatoes yet? Sorry, you must have me confused for Nene Amano. I don't eat potatoes for my birthday. In question 3, 2, 1. Can Crystal Lake aside? Will you ever go glamping? No. No. Don't want to leave my apartment if I do not have to. You have the last 5 questions. Favorite Final Fantasy 9 idol sequence? None. They just took too long. Okay, they took a really long time, so after a while it got annoying. When my mamas you get to meet Golden Boy, I've sent her photos, but until she comes over to visit me, she will not meet the child in person. Her new grandson. Greetings, Miss Suzu. May we be allowed just this once to send you gifts via throne during your birth month? As vampires have lost the means to send you gifts ever since Kawaii exploded. There's something that I really want right now. Like nothing like super... Okay, no, there is one thing I really want, but it's $5,000! And I'm not gonna put that on throne! I'm gonna save up and buy it next year. Why not? Yeah, I don't think you could put it up for Unthrone anyway. Because you mentioned this, it's like site-based 3D tracking. So that way I don't have to put on trackers or the suit anymore if I want full body 3D. But I'd have to like show them the receipts that yes, I am indie. I make under 6 figures and I am a single person or a small team under 3 people. Please sell me your thing for 66% off. Okay? So, cause I have to prove to them that I am indie who does not make more than $100,000. Yeah, I have to show them receipts. So that's why I will not be able to put that on throne. After the events that unfolded before you became a business, will there ever be a Charlotte Suzu explains how to file your taxes as a VTuber? I bet a lot of people would benefit from that so they don't fall in your mistakes. Taxation is theft. I don't know. I feel like every April 15th-ish, there's like a bunch of VTubers or streamers talking about how to do taxes. They don't need me to go in there. Good thing Sharzu only makes $90,000. No. I hack it. Okay, if I made $90,000 from streaming, maybe then I would consider going full time. If I consistently made $90,000 a year from streaming. Okay. Last marshmallow! At least from the ones that came in before I started streaming. I don't know if anything came in after I started streaming, like mid-stream. It's Golden Boy's Oshi Filin de Rouge. I feel like Golden Boy hates all VTubers. Just a hunch. Golden Boy is an anti. He's a hater. Hey, let's look out the marshmallows that came in while I was streaming. What is Isugoi and are you part of it? Don't ask me, I'm not part of it. Asks someone who is part of it. Do you think you can do a better job than Jason? How about playing the Friday the 13th video game with Aonia/Kawaii? I have not seen this game. I will check this game out after the stream. Wow. If you bite me, Willie, I turn into a dhampir or a vampire. Nothing will happen if I bite you. You will lose some blood, and that's it. But I do not have the ability to change you. How do you know? Because I know me! I know my powers! I know my strength! Are you down to play the Digimon Time Stranger or any other Digimon game? Maybe. Maybe. Ah. Thank you for that story way back when about Kawaii blowing all the ad budget in the wrong place. When they ran ads for my new outfit reveal, the Candy Cat outfit. That was the only time they were like willing to run ads for new outfit or for solo lives. And they look at the like statistics and the demographics of that, and like what it was like majority pushed out to 65-plus-year-old men in India. Yeah. Similar thing happened at work, and thanks to your story, I knew what was happening and got to be the smartest guy in the room for the day. Nisu! Good, Nisu. Glad, management's fumble, benefited you. It may not have benefited you, but at least it benefited somebody. What is one nice thing you could say about Texas? They have Texas Hold'em. This weekend, I was watching a bunch of how to play poker videos. So they invented Texas Hold'em. Yeah. I was like, I wonder if there's like a VTuber poker tournament. If there is such thing as a VTuber poker tournament. Where we bet like, we have like a pool of $100. So like, yeah, that's what you come in with. Okay, we don't want people to like lose their hecking rent over this, but like, you bring $100. Yeah. So I was like, oh, that might be fun. What? What? feed rat Tomoe to Golden Boy. Golden Boy hates VTubers. So he would not eat her. What is she hiding in those buns? Nothing. Wait, don't they look like a refined, regal young woman? Like I look so prim and proper. Okay, what do you mean now? What? Also like a ball jointed doll head. Alrighty. Last question. Final question. We'll call it a stream. Kamista! I love learning new things, and I love hearing about people learning new things for themselves. After learning life 2D cubism, what's next on the horizon for Little Imoto? Do you have a 2025 capstone project? I don't know what you mean by capstone. That word is unfamiliar to me, but like I said, I have planted the idea of the project I want to work on with a few other VTubers. I have planted the idea because I think it would be neat. Yeah, and it is in my skill set. So, yeah, I wanna work on this thing. Yeah. Music production. Yeah, sure. I wish I actually could. Okay, dude. The Scuffed's original song is gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so bad. But I promised, so yeah. It'll debut during my birthday stream. Okay, yeah! Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you. Tomorrow! We have collab. Ionia collab. Phasmophobia. Yeah, Phasmophobia. I feel like I've tried to stream it before, but maybe. Oh yeah, I did stream that. Yeah, I played Phasmophobia with like Nia, Suzu, and Reina and Orla. Yeah. Okay. You're alright. Alright, thank you for stream elements donation. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, that was like in debut year. One of the rare collabs outside of the company. Okay, yeah. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed my Halloween costume of minimum wage tipped worker. Alright, see you tomorrow. It's 2 hours earlier than my usual stream start time, okay? Alright? I know I should check daylight savings. Oh snap. Guys, this is the last week that I'm gonna be streaming at 11 a.m. Japan time. Yeah, this is the last week I'm gonna be streaming at 11 a.m. Japan time. So starting next week, it'll be at 12 p.m. Japan time. So, hour later for people who are in locations that are not observing North American daylight savings time. Okay. So, it'll still be 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. For me at least. So it's the same time for me. But for everybody else, streams will now start at 12 p.m. Japan time rather than 11 a.m. Japan time. Yeah. Okay, so just a note for next week. Okay, everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you all being here. With that, wish you all good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Please take care of yourselves. Bye, everybody. Bye.